Well, good evening, traders. This is the FX Big Dog, and welcome to the market update. If you have any questions regarding this review, please email me at analysis@infinitumfx.com or click onto our helpline link on our website for a private chat. Don't forget, traders, that you can follow me on Twitter. Just search the name FX Big Dog or Infinitum FX on the Twitter webpage. Important notice, traders. Trading the forex market is risky and only intended for investors that can afford the risk. This video presentation is for educational purposes and not offering trade recommendations. If you choose to follow a trade presented in the video, it will be, of course, at your own risk, of which we will accept no accountability for your actions. We are of the understanding that all traders have full awareness of the risk and are responsible traders. Please, traders, do not trade live accounts unless you have traded a successful strategy on your demo account for some time. Alright, traders, without further ado, let's get going and take a look at the charts. We're looking at the Great British Pound, of course. Well, the daily time frame pretty much tells us a lot. Look at the indecision on that candle right there and the indecision on this candle right here. So the daily showing, as I go close into where the market's trading, you can see that it's pretty much indecision there, indecision here. We do have, of course, a hammer forming right now. And, well, we'll be looking to see what happens on the smaller time frame. My thoughts is, with this hammer on the daily, we could be heading north, maybe not all the way up to 66.70 up right here, maybe not even to 67.50, but perhaps a little bit further north to find resistance from this point right here. Now remember, the market waves, and as it comes down, it comes back up to retest old support and resistance. Now this is not a support area on the daily, but certainly on the 240 it certainly will be. Let's go and make a note of that level there. It's at 64.17. So let's go ahead and take a look at the smaller time frames, like the 240 and then the 60 minute, and see if we can pick up something on that. Well, the 240 is showing still bearish. As I go ahead and just expand the charts a little bit, you can see the market is in a down AB swings on the short-term swing. This will be the previous short-term swing. Here is the current. Now this will be an extended short-term swing. That's fine. We have a short-term swing here at 66.24 and 61.51. This will be the extended short-term swing. The market did pull back to the 382 bounce. If it's on its way up, it might want to go and test the backside, or let's say the downward trend line of the short-term trend line, and perhaps meet up with the 618 bounce. Now this is the area here. Look at that low there. There it is, 64.18. Remember we saw it on the daily time frame? Well, that is the level that will be retested as the market, or not retested, but will be tested as the market starts waving up. Now, we did say in a video that we are still bearish. We're still bearish on the 240, still bearish on the current swings or the short-term swings of the 240. And, well, we will be looking at this candle right now. If it closes out with a evening star, perhaps we'll hold on to the bearish trades a little bit longer. If we don't close out with a bearish evening star, then perhaps we'll start taking profit, as we mentioned earlier on today, at around about I think the number was 35, yeah, 62.35. Let's go to the 60-minute time frame. Here it is. Yeah, this is the 60, and as you can see, we've got pretty much as we've seen on the daily time frame. We've seen indecision on the daily, and now look at the 60-minute time frame. We are still going to the intermediate swings. We're still in down AB swings on the intermediate swings. The market did pull back to a 382 bounce, try to get to the 50. It came just short of that. We've got on the short-term swing, and this is the extended short-term swing. The market pulled back to just short of the 786. We had a crown set up. Now we spoke about this bear crown set up on the 60. Here it is. Yeah. There it is. There's your left tip. There's your center tip. There's your right tip as it met up with the left tip. Gave us a perfect crown. Remember, it broke the trend line. Gave us the 1 and 2. And then, of course, pulled back to the right tip and given us the left tip confirmation. And we thought, this is it. It's on its way down to the D extension, which is at 61.44. And that, of course, is taking out these lows here, which we want to see because the lower lows indicate bearish movement. Now what happened is the market stalled here at the 127 and started moving back up again. It took out the last high, but look what it did. Pull back to the 618 bounds of this crown swing. Look there it is, 618 bounds. But a little concerning is now that we've got a bear crown setup, we've also now developed a bull crown setup. Look at this, left tip here, center tip down here, and of course right tip. Well, we haven't quite got to the right tip. Right tip should be around about 62.35. That's why we say pay attention, traders, as we get to 62.35, because not only is that the right tip indicated by the left tip here, we've also got the 618 bounce that could hold, and not just the 618 bounce. Let me go ahead and expand the charts. Notice as well how the market dipped down, and as it dipped down, it formed resistance here from these lows, resistance here, and I can go ahead and draw in some lines here to give you an indication what I mean. There it is. See how the resistance held over there from these lows, from the support area, resistance held there, and the market could come back to retest this old resistance, become support. We'll watch it very carefully at that point. If it gets to 62.35 and doesn't blow through that level and holds there, and we see indecision at that point, it might be time to start releasing your shorts and reverse it and start heading north, because we could be going back up to that trend line coming down and 64.20 or just above that. So heads up, traders, this is what we're going to have. We're going to have support coming up soon. If we blow through support, we're certainly chasing after this low right here, which means it's a failed bull crown setup. And if we have a failed bull crown setup, more often than not, we have the market dipping pretty quickly through this low and chasing after, of course, 61.44. So heads up, traders, as we head towards the European session. Thank you, traders. That pretty much wraps it up for this session. This is the FX Big Dog, wishing you joy, peace, and successful trading. Thank you.